Hey guys, welcome to the Topic Talks Podcast. My name's Lolita.
And I'm Shann, and this is the first episode, the first video, the first everything on our channel. I think that's mad, personally.
Yes. Do you want to tell them what it's about, or should I?
You can go.
Oh.
We're not cutting none of this, by the way. Like, these are going to be uncut. I just want to put that out first and foremost. Like, this is all going to be uncut. The only thing, like, after a while the camera might lock off, but
yeah,
that's the only thing that will be edited at all, just cutting the clips and
that'll be censored.
Oh my gosh, we should censor if we swear, because otherwise the
I don't
videos
think
will get demonetized. I don't think we will.
We don't.
But we don't want to get demonetized if we get to that point, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, nah.
Yeah.
But
today
is our first episode ever.
Yes. And we thought, instead of choosing the topic ourselves, well, we are choosing. Basically,
we are choosing it. But
basically, we've written like a list of topics, like preparing. Why is this chair so squeaky?
I don't know.
Can you hear it? Don't like that. Yeah, we wrote a list of topics when we were preparing to start the podcast, basically. How's it working?
So we have 22 topics.
Yeah.
That we're gonna choose from, but we're basically doing it essentially blinded, so we're not gonna know which ones we're choosing. So there's 22, and I'm gonna choose a random number. Yeah. But then you're still gonna know.
Yeah,
but it's okay because we're just doing it now.
We're
starting it now, so it's alright. But
okay, yeah. Go. 1 to 22. 1 to 22. Quick.
12.
Quick. 12.
Oh,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
I bet I'm not gonna want to do it.
I don't think you will.
Don't tell me it's ghosts. She put on the list ghosts. She wants to do some paranormal activity podcast.
No, I just think it would be interesting to talk about it. Do you get it? But no, the one that you chose is the youth of today ? That's what we wrote.
Oh, so that's technically go 1 up. 1 up. So 11.
That one, like, it was like a work in progress.
Yeah.
Like the actual topic itself. Okay. Oh, this one's interesting.
Okay, what is it?
Should you be allowed to hit your children?
Okay.
So basically, this is a bit mad, because obviously the way we're so close, most of the things we think are like basically the same.
Yeah.
So we're gonna basically play devil's advocate in some of them. Because if we both say, yeah, you should be allowed to take your children,
then it's not going to really be interesting.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it's going to be done. You lot will just look off now.
If we're both for the argument, then it's not really an argument.
You know what I mean?
Who's going to be for, who's going to be against this?
Can we just, like, get out what we think first? Cool, I've said, do you think you should you be allowed to hit your children?
Yeah.
To a
certain extent.
Like, obviously, abuse is abuse.
Okay, then no. But don't abuse.
Do you know what I mean? There's a line.
There's a line to it, yeah.
I feel like actions have consequences, you know what I mean? Like,
yes.
Like,
if I tell you to stay here, you don't stay here, then I'm going to hit you.
So certain things, like, for privacy reasons, you get it, like, might have to get cut out. But other than that, literally, there's going to be, like, it's going to be very uncensored, basically.
No, but in general, like, if I've told you to do something,
and you just
or I've told you not to do something and you've actually gone to do that, like, for example, like when we were all younger, I'm sure our parents said, no, you're not allowed to go to this party, you're not allowed to go to this event, but you still sneaked out of your house and done it. If my parents found that, I expect to get licked.
Yeah. But then I feel like there's different levels to it, because, like, you know some parents, yeah, like these AF parents, I'm saying AF, that's so stereotypical, I'm not gonna lie, but realistically, it was my African friends that were saying, yeah, my mum used to get the slipper, or she would get this, the first thing she finds, she'll pick it up and hit me with it.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, I feel like that's a bit mad, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no. Not with other items, like your slipper.
But you just mean, like, backhand?
Just the one...
The
little slap, yeah. Not little. You need to feel it. You need to feel it.
You know what? I feel so sorry for your kids.
You need to feel it.
Yeah.
Not to the point where you're like black and blue and you're bruised and you're bleeding. No.
But then what do you think about... Because, okay, so cool. I only have to remember one time my mum hit me, yeah? Like my mum. For those of you that don't know, my mum's white, my dad's black. My mum's Irish and English. My dad is Jamaican. Cool. It's not really that relevant, but it's relevant, innit? So, basically, the whole family was here. Like, not the whole family, but like a couple of my cousins, a couple of my aunties. I think my nan was here as well. And I don't know what happened. Like, I don't know what the problem was, but I just remember my mum saying, "Come, let's go outside." And then she slapped me like right outside the door, knowing that everyone would be able to not see it, but you know how my doors are, like you can see through this.
Oh yeah.
So like it was literally right outside this door.
Oh, this door.
This door. Everyone was in here, right outside that door, and I was just like, why?
How did she hit you? I feel like
it wasn't
the
hard.
way you get,
but it was
hit.
just like, oh, turn around, bang. Like I don't know. It probably wasn't on my bum. That's a bit mad, but like just like listen, I told you not, bam. It wasn't that hard. To be fair, I remember overreacting. I think I remember overreacting.
But what did you do?
To deserve it?
Yeah.
I don't remember. I was like 5.
Okay, fair enough. I think it depends, like, on the hit that you're getting. I'm just going to say beating. I'm going to say beating for now. But it depends on the beating you get. If it's with something else, I personally don't think that's right. Like, I've heard of stick. I've heard of a wooden stick. I've heard of slipper.
Belt, ruler,
belt.
Anything you could find.
Oh my gosh, I heard of belt. I think anything that isn't your hand is past the limit. But however, there's also an extent to hitting with your hand, because I saw a video on Instagram. Well, this is technically abuse, but there was a video on Instagram. The mum was with the daughter. I probably could have sent it to you, but the mum was with the daughter. And she sent a video, you know how you can send videos on Instagram DM? She sent it to the father, and the mum was hitting her child just because the dad didn't want to be with her.
What?
Just literally slapping.
That's abuse.
If I find the video, then you could put it there. But
yeah, that's abuse. Though. That's like
the child was sitting in the front seat, crying her eyes out. Like she was probably like 2, if that.
What?
Yeah.
Like that's not even a child. That's a toddler, a baby.
Yeah.
See, that's what I mean. Like actions have consequences, but that's not your action.
That's not
that wasn't. Action. Do you know what I mean? But no, the reason I brought up that story is like, cool. So, hitting your kids or whatever. Would you say beating? Cool.
Or you say hitting. That's fine.
But like with an audience, because I personally feel like, cool. If my child disobeyed me, I'd be like, listen. You and me are going to sort this out in private when we're done. But I just, like, I think maybe it's because of that experience that, like, I don't know why that's the only time I ever remember my mum hitting me. Maybe it's the only time she ever did. Maybe it wasn't. But, like, it was my dad's black family. Like, my dad's side of the family that was in here, by the way. Like, none of her family. But I just feel like, I personally, with my own kids, I can't see myself, like, punishing them like that in front of people when I've got guests at my house.
No.
I don't
guests,
like,
no.
Do you know what I mean? Even family, but like to me that's still guests if you're not a regular here.
Yeah. I probably wouldn't actually hit my children, because in this day and age, technology is their life. So if I take their phone away, they'll probably cry about that anyway.
Yeah, to be fair. So. I don't think I'll give my child a phone, you know.
I'm not giving my child a phone.
I'm not giving my child a phone until they're like...
Not until they need to go to school by themselves.
Laptop, maybe. No, family
not
computer.
Until they
family
have to go
computer.
To school by themselves.
Family computer.
Yeah, 5.
I'll give my child a camera. You can have a camera, phone, internet, anything with internet.
You just said phone.
I mean, no, anything with internet. Any, like, phone, computer, anything with internet. I feel like you don't need anything personal for, until you're on minimum secondary school.
Oh.
Maybe year 6.
I'm going to start sending my child to school like year 5, year 6.
Maybe year 5, year 6. I just feel like this is now tied into the youth of today. But like...
Oh yeah, it kind of is actually.
But like...
Okay, should we go back to the topic?
Yes, sorry.
So, are you going to be...
beating your kids.
So you're technically saying you're against, essentially. You're against it. You don't think anyone should hit their kids?
I don't think...
What if your child brings police to your door and you haven't done anything?
Brings police to my door?
Yeah.
How are we talking though? Because
like
at what age are they bringing...
5.
What?
They ran out the house. And the police followed them to the house. Don't know how they remember where the house is, but they remember where the house is. And you brought them to the house, and like how they basically G-check your parents, also you, saying how you, yeah.
See, I don't know. I feel like parenting as a whole is trial and error. Do you get it?
Yeah, it is.
So like, I know that there's certain things that my parents have done, and that the way they've handled me. Maybe not so my brother and sister, because I'm the youngest in it, so I haven't seen how they brought up no one else.
Yeah.
But the way that they've handled and brought up me, I'm like, raw. I ain't doing that with my kids.
Yeah. But I think it goes for
like
culture.
That, yeah.
Because I have a fully Jamaican mother. I never got hit because I'm the youngest. Thank God. But my sisters definitely got hit. Definitely. Yeah. And people in our family by my mum, a matter of fact.
Yeah.
But I never got hit. She just threatens it. But I don't think she would. My dad, who is Ghanaian, he's only ever done that to me. That's the most he's ever done.
But then, like,
and he would never even talk about laying a hand on me to this day. Ever.
See, I feel like that's kind of similar to my dad, but it's like, it's not. Me and my dad will joke about it. He'll be like, don't let me lick in your forehead, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, I don't think I don't remember him ever actually hit me. Maybe I'm just being
Have you ever seen a guy hit their child though?
Then what you think they like? That's like.
Have you ever seen a man hit their child? Or heard of a man hitting their child? You only really hear it from the female.
I think it's more like males handle the boys, females handle the daughters. Okay. That's what like. From not like social media side. Let me actually pull out the viewfinder, because if this cuts out, we won't know. I just clocked. Yeah. But don't look at the viewfinder, because I know you're gonna start. Looking at the viewfinder. But we'll learn the camera in it basically. We'll learn the camera.
Ow. Wait, what do you mean?
Like, understand like how long it's gonna cut out and when this noises and whatever it makes. Cool. Where were we? Sorry. Men hitting their kids.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
But you don't hear of men hitting the boy children either. The sons.
No, but you hear that sons getting licked.
Oh yeah.
Tell me. They don't say hit. Yeah, like my dad hit me, but they'll be like, my dad got the belt out, or like, I feel like it's more. It's usually parents of colour. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah. That's how I like culture, but yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Because you don't hear of a
Caucasian.
Thank you. I was gonna say the wrong word.
Caucasian parent.
I feel like Hispanic people do it.
Yeah. I feel like.
But not.
The world was built obviously other than. No, I don't want to say third world countries. Other than predominantly ethnic countries. So like. You don't know what I mean by that. I don't need to explain it. I don't know what I was saying. But like, other than those countries, the world is westernized, bruv. And that means like white people are in charge of the world.
Caucasian
people are in charge of the world, isn't it? So it's like.
But that's because that's the system.
Do you know what I mean? So, but that's what I mean. Like they are the first people to evolve. So, like white people. Caucasian people were the first people to accept everything, deep it. They're the first people to accept homosexuality, this, beating saying like you shouldn't be your kids, technology. That's why like in my head like ethnic minorities, obviously majorities in some places, but ethnic minorities are always behind the westernized world, which is the Caucasian, the white community. Do you know what I mean? So for them I feel like they've not had their chance, but like they've evolved in the sense that that's not how you punish your kids. But I'm just gonna talk for black people because I can't really talk for that many other like nationalities or whatever. But the way that I've seen it is, black people are like, raw, this is how I was raised, this is how I'm raising my kids. Like, they're not stuck in their ways, but kind of stuck in their ways.
Yeah, but let me just
go on.
I have like, I'm not sure, but I'm just gonna,
go.
Back in the day when there were slaves, slave traders, did they not hit the slaves when they did something wrong, or they were taking too long to do something?
Yeah.
So do you not think that that's where black people have learnt it from, and that's why they punish their kids by beating them?
Ooh.
That's what I was like.
Ooh.
You were seeing the cover, I was like,
ooh.
Do you not? Because literally, black people have come from being slaves.
Yeah.
So maybe
100.
That's the only way that they know to punish their kids. Obviously, I'm not saying that all black people punish their kids by beating them, but
yeah.
In this, I had to. This day and age, there's less. I don't know if there's less. You don't hear of it as much.
But is it because I feel like that's a whole like taboo subject, because no one can really police you and say like,
that's
raw,
true.
You can't raise your child that way.
That's
if
true.
I say listen,
just unless it's going to abuse it.
Yeah, if
obviously
there's a line. That's why I kept saying in the beginning, like, there's a line.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Like, you can't say raw. You can't raise a child like that. That's like even saying cool. So my sister said, she's not gonna. She doesn't really want her daughter to grow up drinking cow's milk.
Yeah.
If I say you gotta give your daughter cow's milk, you can't raise her and not let her drink no cow's milk.
Yeah.
Bruv, who am I to tell her anything?
That's true.
Who am I to tell her anything?
That's true.
So, but because the world is still drinking cow's milk, or let's do it the other way around, where let's say she's saying let's say the world's like mostly vegan at this point. Yeah, obviously it's not, but like, let's just say the world's mostly vegan, and this sounds so off topic, by the way, but like it's gonna get back to it. But like, the world's mostly vegan. She's gonna grow her child. She's like, right, I ate meat growing up. You're gonna eat meat growing up. I don't care, because I'm still gonna eat it. So it's like, because the world has now accepted this whole vegan thing. Everyone's now doing this whole vegan thing. She's not gonna broadcast to everyone, raw, I'm eating meat. Me and my daughter are eating meat. But she's still gonna do it. Do you know what I mean? So like, even though the world's moved on with the whole beating your kids, shouldn't do that. That's any form of beating your kids is abuse, whatever you want to call it, innit? Whatever you want to say. Like, it's still being done. Like, times 10, I don't care what no one says. But there's not one area, like, on this road, someone beats their kid.
Oh, 100%.
On this road.
100%.
On this road. But I don't care. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's still happening, even though no one's talking about it. It's just taboo now, because everyone's saying, rah, don't beat your kids. I don't know if that makes sense.
It does, but I still think it's technically not the ethnic people's fault, because it has come from the slave traders.
Yeah. I think that's
because it's come from the how do I say this? White supremacy. Okay? It's come from there. It's come from there.
This whole area here.
Right there.
This
little system, this little thing.
Just put something there.
It comes from that. So they've technically brainwashed the slaves then. And it's just gone down to generation to generation to generation. To
think like that's the way to do it. I don't disagree. But I think
so
that's like
it's
a hard thing.
It's not our fault.
You left me speechless. I don't really know what to say about that one, to be honest with you.
It's not our fault, really. Like,
is it anyone's? Well, yeah, it's their fault. If I'm not saying that is the reason. Do you know what I mean? But like, obviously, in terms of that situation, it's their fault still.
But should beating be allowed?
Yeah, cool. We kind of we've been talking about it.
That's why I was like, should it be allowed? I think it should be allowed to a certain extent, but when you give someone the power, they always overrule the power. So maybe it should just not be allowed, because they always overrule the power.
But then it's not legally, bruv. You can't be.
Legally,
kids.
You're not meant to.
Legally,
I'm pretty sure there's a rule.
Not allowed.
There's like a law. I said rule.
I'm
sure there's a law.
There must be.
But there's no one can go around and police.
I remember, brother. I remember
growing up. Saying you can't beat your kids or knock on the door and be like, are you beating your kids? You can't do that.
Sorry, quick side note. You see when I heard that like existed, like you can't beat your kids, yeah? When my mum tried to threaten me, I said, go on, beat me then. I'll call childline.
You know I used to allow mum all the time. She told me to go on there and she'd beat them as well.
My dad was not scared. Thank you. Thank you. Always. You think my dad was scared of childline? No way. I could call my dad in right now and be like, yo, like, he wouldn't care.
Literally.
Sorry,
anytime
I just
my
thought that was
mother,
so funny. I just had to bring it up.
My fully Jamaican mother would say, what would she say? Do you want me to get the belt? She's even used the line on me. I'm like, go on then. She'll get it and I'll just do what I have to do because I'm not even trying to get licked. I'm not even gonna lie. Because I'm light, you know.
You don't want to see what happens.
Am I the lightest out of my siblings? I think I'm the lightest. If she beats me,
yeah, probably
it's there. You see it, you get it. So we don't want that. I don't know what I'm gonna explain to work. What I'm gonna explain to
you
school.
know what? My dad used to say, I'll call granddad, you know. I was like, no. You know what? I never want to look like a bad person to my granddad, you know. I could never. No. But yeah, I think it's mad.
I just think that
obviously legally you can't. Morally you shouldn't. Cool. Legally you can't. Morally you shouldn't.
But to a certain extent you should be able to.
Fair. Do you think you would? Obviously it's mad because neither of us have kids and neither of us are having kids like at the moment. Do you get it? But
oh okay, it didn't go that high. Personally, I don't know. I feel like it just depends on the situation. It depends on the situation.
If it's a severe thing.
If it's like, no, it just depends on the situation.
If my child had a fight and it was
their fault?
No, not what's the word? Avoidable.
Yeah.
Bro, you want to punch someone up, I'll punch you up. Let's see how you like it.
You're gonna punch your child.
No, I won't punch them, but like, yeah, this is gonna sound a bit bad, isn't it?
It's gonna sound a bit bad.
No, but like, if you want to punch someone up, how do you like it? Do you know what I mean? You want to try to hurt someone.
But sometimes
I'm not trying to hurt you, but who don't hear must feel.
Oh my gosh, you sound exactly like my mother. I don't know if I can continue this video of you. You sound exactly like her. Oh, gosh,
you know how many times I heard that? Do you know how many times I heard that? It's implanted into my brain whether I like it or not.
Literally, no. I feel like, I don't know.
You've heard that now, you don't know what to say.
Literally, because I'm thinking of it my mother. That's all I'm thinking of. What was the last thing you said before that? You're going to punch them. But do you know what?
Why are you going to do me dirty like that, bro?
I had to. No, sometimes the thing is, the parents doesn't even know the full story from when it happens at school. So like your kid or the teacher could come to you and be like, okay, so Sarah, your child Sarah,
cool, Sarah. That's such a plain J name. Okay. But Sarah, cool, Sarah.
Vinity.
It's a name now. Sarah.
Okay. Sarah, your daughter Sarah has come home, but she's got a little bruise there, but she initiated the fight. That's what the teacher thinks, that she initiated the fight. So you're listening to the teacher, not listening to your child. But then you're going to beat your child. When your child was initially...
I talked to my child.
But if a child is now scared to tell you because this person has beat her up and you're listening to the teacher and you think that she actually didn't, she started the fight. That's probably better for her. She probably didn't hear, but it's alright. Subtitle.
So I've gone to the school now. Teacher's telling me, your child started the fight. She might have got a little scrape, but she started the fight. It's her fault, basically.
Yeah. I'm
still going home and asking my child, listen, what happened? Tell me what happened. Because whether we're in public, I'm fighting for you, bro. I'm like, listen, I'll say to the teacher, I'll be like, yo. I won't say yo, but I'll be like,
say yo.
I won't say yo.
Kid might get kicked out.
Can you imagine? I get back up. No, sorry, I can't even fathom that. But what was I saying?
You go to the school, you fight in public.
I'll say I'm not gonna torture you. As a school, you think it's my child's fault. My child wouldn't do that.
But every parent.
I haven't heard. No. In public, I am defending my child to the death of me. I don't care.
In public.
Do you know what I mean? When we get home, tell me what really happened. or it's a problem for you still. Do you know what I mean?
Whatever that
problem is, it's not always going to be beating. It might be.
So you agree?
Do you know what I mean?
Because you're in the middle.
I don't know. I don't think I'd beat my child though. But I feel like that's because by the time I'm gonna have kids or be at age or be in a relationship or whatever, be in a comfortable situation to be ready and want to have kids.
Yeah.
There's gonna be 5,000 even more parenting techniques, should I say?
Yeah.
That like I won't even need to think about it my kids, and because I feel like I personally didn't have like I've never had an experience where. How do I say? Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
beating is slowly dying out.
Yeah.
Slowly.
Yeah.
So it'll probably just die out by the time we're ready to have kids.
Basically. But then I feel like for our parents, even though it's dying, like say it had died out by the time we were born, yeah.
Yeah.
Bruv, your mum grew up in Jamaica, do you know what I mean? She got beat.
Fully.
She got beat.
Fully
Let's
born
just say
and bred.
she got beat at some point.
Yeah.
At one point or another, like.
But that's why at the end of the day you can't blame her because that's what she's come from.
Do you know what I mean?
That's how she's grown up.
But that's what I'm saying, like, I personally have, like.
That's what she thinks
I've
is
never
right.
been hurt to the point where I'm like, raw. I've been beat. It's like in my mind, you know what I mean? And it's not I don't know how to explain it. Not in the sense where I wouldn't want my child to go through that pain kind of beat, but I've been like raw, like I've been conditioned to think when you do something wrong, when you mess up, your parents going to beat you. Do you know what I mean? That's what I feel like our parents and grandparents' generation, that's how they were growing up. That's how when they had kids, they was like, they've been conditioned to think when you do something wrong, your parents going to beat you. Therefore, I beat my kids.
Yeah.
But if by the time we were born, beating had died out, they're still conditioned to think that.
Yeah.
But because we weren't really beat like that, that's why I don't think I would then beat my kids.
White supremacy.
You love reading about the white supremacy.
Yeah.
You love it.
It's not our fault. It's not ethnic people's fault at all.
No.
At all.
But I'm not blaming
That's
them.
how they conditioned us. They did that.
I'm not even trying to bring it back that far. Like, I'm not trying to blame no one. I'm just saying, like,
I blame.
Cool.
I'm being so serious.
I'm with you still, but obviously, camera cut out.
We're back.
Anyways,
I was blaming
5 seconds ago.
I was blaming white supremacy.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why ethnic people think it's okay to basically beat our kids, and that beat our kids. We don't have kids. Beat their children. Yeah. And that they've conditioned ethnic people to feel like it's okay to do it because they did it to us. But now they are the people that are telling us to stop.
Going back on it, like, bro, you shouldn't do that. Bro, you did it to me. To that, not me, but like my people.
Yeah.
My ancestors, whatever.
I feel like I'm going around in a circle, but I feel like that point is very valid.
No,
like
10 times
very
over.
valid. Because I never even thought about it like that until we sat down and literally started filming. Like, I didn't even think about.
But that whole white supremacy thing and how like they've conditioned us to be certain way and do certain things. That's a whole nother podcast.
That's a whole
nother show.
You know,
but,
another show
episode.
Yes.
There we go.
But yeah.
It should be a show though. We should make this a show.
We should make this a show.
I think we're gonna get guests on here.
We're gonna be on TV soon. We're gonna be on TV soon.
I mean, both of those things are happening. You're gonna just be ready.
Happening.
But with regards to, like, let us know as well what you guys think. Like, obviously, it won't be a whole in-depth kind of this, that, and the other white supremacists beating your kids. This, that, and the what.
It's definitely gonna be different.
Yeah, but
different.
I'm intrigued. Do you know what I mean? I'm actually.
And you guys should let us, like, drop topics of what you want us to speak about.
Well, yeah, that too. But like,
the ones
I
that we
want to
have
know
now are just ones that we thought were good ones.
And to be honest, we haven't even thought like that hard. Like, these are just stuff that we normally have these conversations anyways. We're just like, bro, let me just write down this topic, hold that thought, we're gonna film this.
Yeah,
basically.
literally.
But like, I'm actually intrigued to hear what other people think about beating your kids? Like, if
And
it's
the system.
obviously morally. The system is another thing. We're gonna come back to the system. Don't worry, we won't forget about the system.
I feel like we should have a poll. Oh my gosh, you can have a poll.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a poll right here.
Yeah.
Should you beat your kids? Should you not beat your kids?
Okay. Yeah.
And to a certain extent.
Is it going to be on that side?
It's gonna be on this side.
Is
It's gonna
it-
be
is it
next
that
to me.
side?
It's gonna be next
Are
to me.
you sure?
Wait, you see this?
I was going to say, is it that side
So
or that
is
side?
the viewfinder
Basically, one
flipped?
of them places. We're
One
gonna
corner.
We'll find out, and for the next video, we'll know what corner it is.
Yeah, we'll know what corner.
But yeah, it's gonna
I think
come.
it's
It's gonna
my
come.
corner, though.
Wait, 3, 2,
1.
There we go. The poll will be there.
Oh, I was like, what are you talking about?
The poll will be there on that click.
Yeah.
But I feel
So
like we've come to
overall-
a natural like a natural end.
But
We didn't really answer the
Yeah,
question.
I think overall, basically, I'm really speaking, so I don't know. There's a certain extent to whether you can beat your kids or not. So, like, legally, it already isn't allowed.
Legally, no. Morally, no.
No. But
Personally,
if your child is stealing, if your child is breaking laws, that's it.
fair. I mean, fair.
Like, I feel like those are the only things you could ever.
But then,
and even if you're breaking laws, the police are taking you.
We actually came to
And then
we're
that's
going
when
straight back into it, but it's
they
minor.
racially profile us.
Yeah, mad one still, mad one.
So I'd rather
but
just
I was gonna say, like,
hit my kids so
like,
the police don't.
But cool. So say just imagine, cool, little Sarah.
My
now
Sarah? Okay, my
it's
Sarah.
your Sarah now.
Okay, my Sarah.
Cool. So little Sarah.
Yeah.
She's for whatever reason been a bad child. Think she's a bad girl. Do you know what I mean? Growing up, got a few licks. By you? Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
But potentially the father. But obviously no sexism.
You wouldn't lay a hand on her. But yeah.
Cool. But by her parents, your Sarah has been hit or what's it? Not assaulted. Whoa.
Abused?
Whoa. No. Beat basically. You beat little Sarah a few times growing up. She's not used to it, but she knows if I do something wrong, mum's gonna hit me.
Yeah.
What age do you think like you're old enough for me to not have to hit you, but like your actions are your own responsibility now, like do you know what I mean? Like when do you
what
stop?
age do I stop hitting her?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like when do you stop?
You know, initially I was gonna say 18, but if my mum hit me when I was 17, I would have bugged out. Not bugged out in a way where I'm just unruly, because I'm not unruly, but I would have just like, I'm actually of age, don't touch me. Like, obviously that's how I feel, think. Maybe like, from when you hit secondary, what's that, like 12?
11, 12.
I'm sure it's 12, 13. It's 12, 13.
It's 11, 12.
Then you become a teen. So telling me you're 10 in year 6?
Yeah, you're 10, 11 in year 6. In year 7, you turn 12.
Mad. From secondary school. So when do you leave primary school? Is it still September like everyone else? That's when you start. What am I talking about? Summer, June. Let's just say June. Yeah, from then. Did you get your big summer holiday? Even though you get it every year. But yeah, I think secondary, 7.
So that holiday, you're like, listen.
Whatever you do,
that's your business.
you do, because that's when they like really start thinking about like, well, girls start thinking about boys, and then boys start thinking about girls, and that's when everything really starts going into place, and it's when puberty happens, and then it's not when going wild. So then I feel that's the time. You do what you're doing. If this happens to you, that's your own business.
What age are you legally responsible for your actions though? Because I know there's something about 11 and something about 13. Bruv, you can go to juvie.
Oh yeah.
That's still English, you
forgot
know.
about that.
It's American, but it's English, you know. That's real life.
I forgot about that.
You can get sent away, bruv. I can't even talk about it. I need to tell you something off camera because that's funny.
Don't tell me you've been to juvie.
No. Hell no. Whoa. Bruv, imagine if I had and I didn't tell you. You do not know me. You do know me, so it's fine.
No, I don't.
But shut up.
Just
You
some
know
random
me.
girl.
Shut up. But yeah, like, what age are you legally responsible?
Should we find out?
Yeah, search it.
Okay.
You really struggled to pick up your phone. Lord.
So let's find out.
Let's find out.
What? Should I screen record it? Do you want me to screen record it?
No, it's mine.
What age are you legally? What?
Responsible. Because I don't know if it's 13 or 11.
I think it's 13. 10? It's 10. You get arrested
Listen,
at 10.
At 10, that's your business. If you want to be out unruly
for my child's secondary. So you're 7.
Yeah,
so
but
11.
10, you're
12.
turning 11 though,
Yeah.
that year, same time.
True.
I would say about 12.
You can be arrested at 10, but under 10 you can't be charged with a crime. So
This is UK Gov, okay.
So if I knew this, you know, like unruly things I would have done when I was 10.
You're joking. You're all joking.
No, I'm joking. I was never a bad child, but
Joke, man. But I think that's mad. Like, if you want to be out on the street, cause I have. But saying that, personally, I think it's different for my daughter and my son.
But why? That's just being sexist.
Bruv, do you know what?
That is being sexist.
It's sexist to it, but no,
It's
cool.
sexist.
I feel like it'll be the same age, but there'll be a point where I'll be like, listen, for my son, listen, that's your dad's business now. Like, I've been getting on to you, but your dad now needs to, as the male in your life, he needs to implement this into, because you're not listening to me. Do you know what I mean?
My child will listen to me. Boy or girl.
No, but listen, like, you don't know what happens in it. Like,
Fair.
people can brainwash your kids. It's mad.
Yeah.
It's mad, especially
Yeah.
nowadays. It's mad.
Yeah.
But that's why my child's not having a phone. That is the reason why. That is why. But
No, it's true.
like, as much as I hate my mum for not giving me a phone until I was in year 6.
When did I
End
get
of
a
year
phone?
6. Halfway through year 6.
I
rather.
had like 3 Blackberries in primary school.
Fair. Bruv, my first phone, my dad broke it the day I got it.
Oh my god.
I'm sure I've told you. I've
You
told
told
you
me,
that story.
you told me.
But I broke it the day I got it. I was crying on Christmas, bro. But no, that's a whole nother side note. But like, yeah. What was I saying?
It's different for your son.
Yeah, my son. Like, obviously, both of like me and my partner, like their dad, will obviously be. Ideally, as long as we're like nothing mad happens in it, like, you know what I mean. But ideally, like, we'll both obviously punish, speak to them, whatever, cool. But it's a thing where, bruv, if my son's unruly, as a man, you need to implement rather bigger things in life. Because I can say it, but it's a different relationship, you know what I mean? Like, they might listen to their father in another type of way.
But I feel like when it comes to young children, they don't want to listen to their parents anyways, would listen to anyone else but their parents. That's actually how it is.
Yeah. It depends. It depends. And again, I feel like that comes down to ethnicity as well. Because I remember, like, I had good friends growing up. They literally lived around the corner, that were white. My mum was good friends with their mum, and bruv, they weren't even like bad like that. But like, I remember, like, there was one my age and one a couple years younger than me.
Yeah.
Or a year or two younger. I'm not sure. But like, they would swear from like not young, but like, I was like 11. And the younger one was like 9. And like, she would swear, bruv. And I was thinking, I could never swear. I was thinking, at that point, I don't even remember the first time I swore in front of my parents. I don't remember.
Would you hit your child if they swore in front of you?
I don't think hit sounds like an aggressive word. I'd be like, listen, that was loud still.
Not that.
That was loud still. Dude, it was ridiculous.
Not that.
Like, I'd be like, listen, don't do that.
Yeah. Didn't have to do it to me. It didn't do anything. But
I'm sorry. Do you wanna
No, I'm
reciprocate? Okay, cool. But like, that didn't hurt you at all.
No.
But that is what my child would get. Do you know what I mean? Like, it won't be. I don't think I would like to think that I wouldn't hit my child hard for them to hurt in pain.
Fair. But then let's just say because they know that you're not gonna hit them like that, they're gonna go and do that thing that you told them not to do anyways, and be like, oh, I'm just gonna get that. Doesn't matter.
Oh no, you think that's the only you think that's the only punishment? I said I won't hit them hard for them to hurt. I will make sure they hurt in another way, mentally and spiritually.
don't want to be your child.
Yeah, I don't think anyone wants to be your child. Let's be honest.
What do you mean? I'll be fine. But anyways.
Should we wrap it up there? Well, okay.
Let's just give our overall.
Because you never said about you hitting your child. Kind of
overall, I think that. Well, I'm not gonna abuse my children. Definitely not.
Definitely no.
Abuse. Not abuse.
I think that the main thing that the first thing we both said.
Well, I guess no one.
Different thing.
No one plans to abuse their children though.
Yeah, it's mad.
Because like that Instagram video I said at the beginning.
You know?
Why?
I'm scared to bruv, kids can not mess you up, but like there's people, as soon as they've had a kid, that's when their mental health goes mad.
It's true.
Do you know what I mean?
It's true.
Especially with a baby, like raising a baby, it's usually, this is very, very, very stereotypical, but it's more likely that single mothers will get more severe mental issues because of the baby.
Yeah, because they've got no one else to just
rely on and help.
Child for a second. Yeah, of course.
But so obviously,
I'm pretty sure that's scientifically proven though.
Yeah, statistically.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, and I'm just helping you out, babes. It's fine. It's fine. But obviously, inshallah. I'm not inshallah. I'm not in that situation in it, and for anyone to be honest, I wouldn't wish that upon anyone. But there's that's why I'm scared to have a kid. You don't know what's gonna happen. You can't control stuff like that. You can't.
No one can.
Exactly. That's why I'm scared to have a kid. That's
you just got a pat in your mind anyway.
No, but when you said you don't, no one plans to hit their kids, it's stuff like that. When you go mad, mad's probably not the right word, but delusional.
That's what I was gonna say about the Instagram video I said in the beginning. The reason, apparently, because I actually don't know, the reason that the mum was hitting the child because she basically kept the child to try and keep the dad, and the dad didn't stay. So now she's punishing the child because the dad didn't stay, but the dad doesn't even care.
Okay, so I'm stuck with you and I didn't even want you, I wanted your father.
So horrible, but yes.
That is sick, sorry.
It is.
That is actually sick.
It's not sick as in good as in sickening, but yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No slang, yeah. Sickening. Yeah, she's sick.
She should get
Imagine trying to
that.
trap a father.
She should have jail time for that.
Imagine trying to
Most girls nowadays try to trap men. But men don't care because men are trash, but that is another podcast.
That is so another thing. Anyway, let's we just keep going back into diving back into it. Cool.
Well, I guess this is really because it's our first video, so we're just showing you guys what we're about. Really, just
deep it, guys. You've had deep. We were busting up laughing at the beginning. I don't know how we were laughing at this topic, but we were busting up laughing. Do you know what I mean? And I'd like to think that you guys enjoyed it personally.
But wait, did you say if you think it should be allowed or not, and if you would do it or not?
I think I can't say that. Obviously, legally not allowed.
No. Would you do it? And do you think it's allowed?
Legally, not. It's clearly not allowed. Morally, it's not accepted.
But would you do it?
I think people should knowing the boundary between abuse and punishment, and and reasonable punishment, let me say, I think that's each parent to their own. Do you know what I mean? I can't tell you, like, you shouldn't.
Would you do it?
Personally, I'd like to think I wouldn't. But if my child is doing something mad, I don't know what I'm going to do. Do you know what I mean? But I feel like that's something that I would discuss with the father. On how we would raise our child.
Fair enough.
I'd like to think I wouldn't know.
Oh, you kind of changed my view now a little bit.
Right, okay, say what you was going to say before and then say what...
I wasn't really going to go to get consent from the father. That's why I was like, fair enough, I guess I should get consent because both my child, but hey. Obviously, legally, not allowed, so it shouldn't... I personally don't think it should be allowed, as it is anyways. Would I do it? To a certain extent, yes.
Mm-hmm. Fair.
Most probably. But...
you are definitely licking your children.
No. Most probably, I feel like I will, but I don't know if I'm going to have the willpower to be like, what are you doing? Like, I've never hit anyone. Like, never been in a fight. So I don't think that I'll even have it in me to go and hit my child, but I feel like I would. But I don't know if I have enough willpower to actually do it, because I actually haven't been beaten before. I don't think I've been beaten before. Not that I can remember, so it clearly wasn't that bad. My dad hit me with 2 fingers, and that's the most he ever did. But I'm thinking from my mum, because my mum hit me, that's a whole different story compared to my dad, because my dad thinks I'm his angel, but if I do something he had to do this.
Yeah.
Just for me to understand. But I would like to think I wouldn't, but if it comes to that, I definitely would.
Yeah. I'm not going to lie.
But I wouldn't want to even lay a hand on my child.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to lay a hand on my child.
Yeah.
Basically.
Fair.
But if it gets to it, most probably I will do it.
Might have to have a conversation with your partner about that one. See if he would want to.
That's not my business.
It's definitely your business. But
obviously it's business, but
I feel like
we've wrapped it up.
I feel like
we've wrapped it up.
I don't think there's much else that, like, without repeating ourselves, we can...
And going off topic.
Oh, Lord. We could do that 10 times over.
But that's the whole point of this video, really.
Yeah.
Just to get a bit of a taste of what we're about. You know?
Yeah.
Bit of a taste what we're about.
I hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed filming.
I enjoyed it.
I like it. But then we have these, this is what I mean, like, we have these conversations anyway.
All the time. FaceTime every day.
Legit.
Oh my gosh, did you see that video? And then we talk.
So I have a question.
Oh my gosh, that is me. That is actually me to a T.
Just like, okay.
That's me to a T.
Like, okay, this is gonna be a long one. Let me get my charger.
Literally.
But
that is me to a T. I've got a question. What would you do if... Literally, that's me.
What do you think about... Should you...
Literally, that is me. That is me.
In the future.
Yeah, that literally is me.
Yeah. I feel like
we did it. I think we accomplished
our first
video. Podcast. But yeah.
Obviously, our social medias.
Oh, okay. So that's gonna be our Instagram, Twitter. We need to make a website. We're on our YouTube.
Oh no, our SoundCloud. We'll have our SoundCloud.
We need, and that.
Instagram, Twitter, SoundCloud. The links will also be
in the description
bar below. I said below.
But
honestly, it's too late. We're delusional at this point.
Literally, I go to sleep on a regular day, I'd probably go to sleep at like 9:30, 10 o'clock. It's currently 12:20.
Anywho, so we definitely need to wrap this up.
So this has been the Topic Talks podcast, and it was nice speaking with you. Good night.
Bye, guys.